you all to use the raise hand feature like always on the app, and I'll come to you one by one the questions. Yeah, Shivatsan, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, coach. Firstly, best wishes for tomorrow's game.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Coach, there were injuries to NS Sipovic and Anirudh Thapa in the previous game. So, any positive update on them?
Yes, we see today in the training how they are moving, and tomorrow we make a decision. But yeah, this is the actually news about it. Even NS and Tapa, they will participate today, and we check them. Yeah, this is always a problem, the injury issue, but we have very good background staff and physios and doctors here who do a fantastic job, and I hope that both of them will be so far available for the tomorrow game.
Coach, Chennaiyin FC has got one of the best defenses in the league. You've kept 5 clean sheets so far. So your defense is obviously better than the attack in the first 12 matches. So are you thinking of slightly tactically changing the way you play? Maybe just like your opponent ATK, Mohun, Bagan, they score 1 goal and they shut shop after that.
Yeah, look.
Is that a way to go forward?
Yeah, it is so that I know my team, and I know also how is actually our situation. I think we don't have to talk too much about it, that we lost our captain Rafa. It's a very good player who created for us, and he was more or less the player who, I don't want to tell just a leader and brain, but a very, very good offensive player. And he was also voted for one from the best offensive midfield player in the league. Even in last season, he scored a lot of goals. And we don't have Rafa, actually, unfortunately. We had also problems with the Isma injury, especially after, I think, after the second game, the third game, we get the injury. We had to build again new up. We know also that we created, I think, the most open chances in the game until now in the league. If I just look for the statistic that how many chances we missed, I think with the same effort, with the same chances which one we missed, if we just score from them, we're scoring from them maybe just 50% our position in the league, it will be more comfortable. So in this case, I think in the team, what can I do better and how I can balance better out. This is not so that we are working every day just in the defense. This is the absolute let's say wrong way. We are organized, yeah, and we are organized. And how you organize your team? You organize your team from the back to the front. If we are not organized in the back, you are not organized in the midfield. You are not organized in the offense. If you don't play offensive football, you don't create chances. We are not a team who just kicking the ball away from our goal. And this is so that we knows that actually we scored not many goals, and we must be more, let's say, clinical in the front. But also the time is, I told this is not working for us, for me, because if you see how fast the games are coming, you don't have too much time, to example, to go and show for the players very many tactical elements which one be also confused. You need also for this the pieces. And I am not unhappy what we are doing. I am unhappy, to example, that we don't scoring too many goals. And we are working also on it. At the time which one we give, it's given for us, it will be used properly. But in this way, every coach, he have to know his team. What is this? What can you take out from your team? And what can make you strong? And I am also, with my experience like a coach, and I think I have a lot of experience to figure out what can be for my team, which what can bring success, And in the professional football, especially also in this level, what is the most important? Is the most important is the result. This is not because if you win a game with, let's say, with luck 1-0, everybody celebrating you. Everybody telling, you are the best coach. This is a fantastic what he done, and you don't consider the goal and one chance he win the game, but he don't see what is in the background. Maybe you played really not good. Maybe you was not organized. Maybe you had luck. I don't like to talk about luck. I want to talk about how is my team, how good organized is my team, in which position maybe we can be stronger and where we can hurt the opponent. And for this reason, I am really, really proud for about my team and the boys that he understand in which way we are working and thinking that we have a good defense. It's okay, but actually, honestly, we are fighting with injuries. We are fighting also with some kind of luck. But in the other way, we are not complaining, and I can take every critique also positively, because it's not important. It's not important to go and to be in this job. Let's say that you will be hurt from the critique. No, you have to a mature mind. He learn from the critique, and this is not a critique. I think also that is sometimes is so that 100% what is capable your team, 100% what you can do with your team, and you have to take the best out from the team in this way. I don't have here other players. I don't wish also to have other players. I have just to wish sometime to have a little bit more time with the players for training. That's all.
Thank you
Great,
so
coach.
much, coach.
Thank you, coach, and all the very best for tomorrow's game, coach.
I'll come to you next, Dharan. I think you have a question.
Yes. Good afternoon, coach. First of all, congratulations for the.
Thank you.
Have you?
Hello. I don't.
Hello.
Yeah. No.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, coach. First of all, good luck for your tomorrow's game.
Thank you.
As we look back at the last 4 games, we could see a lot of struggles in the midfield, and it is evident that the team lacks creativity in the attacking third. So, as a coach, how do you address this concern, and what steps have you taken so far?
I want just congratulate for your question. You know why? This is because you are the sport journalist, and exactly you give it the question which one is worth to talk about it. And if you see games from my team, you saw immediately that where could be let's say my team better, in which way I am also working. This is absolutely true, and I don't want to run away and make something nice, so to paint and rainbows, and this is not true. Actually, also in the last game, we suffered a little bit in the midfield. This is, if I analyze the game against East Bengal, I think the real analysis is that we was not so powerful in the midfield. We don't created, and the ball position was not the best. In this direction, we must be definitely better. And again, it's come up, Rafa, our captain, and we know that he had and he was a very important piece of the puzzle in our system. But I am also just actually very honest that we are working on it, and we knows where is our problem, and we knows where we have to do a little bit more. And this is also for a journalist, I think, nice to hear that he just don't talk about how bad is this and what you can do there. That he see this means that the people following with the interest and with knowledge our job. And I think also that this conversation can go 2 hours, because the people, he have to understand also a lot of time that what's happening behind, you know. I think every coach, every manager, every single person in every team, they are working in a daily basis, hour and minutes to make his team better. And a lot of time you have to recognize and tell also, yes, that could be better. We have to do better, and this is the point. You know, if you don't recognize the bad things in your job, that's mean you don't know your job, you know, and you go maybe in the wrong direction. But believe me, I have a fantastic staff, you know, behind me. I have also fantastic foreigners and Indian players who make definitely a daily basis a good job, and he try his best. And for this reason, we considered also not so many goals. For this reason, we had also a lot of good games, and I am sure that we will have also good games. Many people criticize us, you know, after the East Bengal game, that we played more than 60 minutes against 10 men. We don't create so many chances. But to play against 10 is also not easy. And if I am honest, East Bengal, he had also more or less a good experience to play with 10, you know, because this was not the first yellow, red or red card for them. And he played really in the offense very high. He tried to hurt, but in the other side, he stayed deep. And if you don't have place for players to create his chances, will be always a little bit, let's say, it looks a little bit so that you are, let's say, in the better team, better position, one more guy there. But the positive is for a team who play with 10, he can grow also, you know, he can grow more. And I take also one thing. East Bengal is a good team. East Bengal, he have good players. East Bengal, you see that he hurt a lot of teams. And even if I take the game against Odisha, 2 games, in 2 games against Odisha, we dominated the game. And we had 1 game we win, 1 game drew. And from the last 3 games, we took 5 points. And yesterday, you saw Odisha. He played fantastic. He had the possibility to win the game against Hyderabad, and this is interesting also in this season, in this league, that everybody can beat everybody. We play tomorrow against ATK, a fantastic team, good players, good coaches, a good coach. Who win already the league also with experience in ISL, but we made also in the last game against them, I think, a very competitive and very good football game. So this gives me also a hope that tomorrow it will be the same, and it gives me also the hope that tomorrow my team he will stand up again and will do the same. And I think also that every day if I stand up, it's a new day, and then I can give them something, and he give me also something back. And yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. In the interest of time, we'll just be taking 2 more questions, Coach. First, Shila's, your question.
Hi, Coach.
Hello.
I have actually a question, like 2 questions actually. When your players are failing to score, Coach, you know, like how do you address it in terms of, mental, because as you have said earlier that there is no, you know, you can't train so much because of the games coming thick and fast. So you can't have it, in practical. So you focus on the mental aspect of the game.
Yeah.
So regarding that, have you appointed, or do you think of appointing a, like a mental conditioning coach or something, because you're staying in a bubble as well? So have you given that a thought?
Look, just I think is if I begin to talk about let's say the last season and the new season, this is not a fair, because we know that how many goals we scored, or the team scored in the last season, in the second part of the season, especially that we talked about the golden boots. It was been from a player who played for Chennai, and we had also Rafa with a lot of goals and assists, is not in, and we had also Shemri, who is retired and it is also scored goals, but no, we have with Jakub Silvestre, with Fatkulo, with Isma, three players who definitely until now he created chance, he went in the chance, but he missed. So no, people here asking, hey, why he don't scoring? This is can have also a lot of elements. This, I am always I don't ask for patience, because in the professional football, I think the fans, everybody, the media, even the owners, he asking, hey, we want to win games. And for this reason, I told also in the professional football, it's not about to play always nice, it's about to be successful. It's about results. It's about to win the games. And many components come together. But on the other side, if you create so many chances and the player he are there just to push the ball in, sometimes it's so that if you score maybe one or maybe two goals, after it will come everything. Also confidence, the confidence you can take over a victory, over maybe one or two goals. But on the other side, I think you just give you also a direct answer to your question. We are working. Even the time is not there with a lot of effort to give also some confidence in the training for goal shooting, to shoot goals, to feel the net. If in the training you don't score goals, you will not score goals in the game. And end of the day is always up to the player. I think every single coach or manager is indifferent how we call this position. He can show and tactically also how you go until to create a chance, but the finishing is always up to the player. Sometimes some big clubs even they give a lot of money out for a goal scorer because this is also not easy. This is also a very difficult job to score goals. You must be not just confident. You have to have the skills too. And I am 100% sure that our strikers have the skill, but sometimes just know is the luck is not there, which one is needed. And I am encouraging them for this, and I believe in these players, because these players every day I see how they are working, and you cannot they are not machines, and for this reason is the question for me is also very correct. In this way, psychologically we have to push them in the right way. Psychologically, we have to take maybe more out from them. And I know this is not a long time. This is not a usual season. It's not so like in other countries that you have from 12 months, let's say. 9 months football, and you wait a little bit. Is always here is the time, top or hop. If you score, you are top, but you don't have time here in Indian League for 2 months to wait. And I think also the fans, the journalists, the media, are prepared more for this short season. And for some players, it's also unusually. Some players take a little bit longer. We don't have the time, but generally, I think also that we have now 8 games to go, and in these 8 games we can reach our target. This is because everything have a target. If you win every game 1-0, I think it will be enough.
Thank you, Coach. I think we've crossed 20 minutes. If you're okay, Coach, we take one more question, or we can wrap it up.
No.
Just we'll take one last question, and we'll close. Shiraz, you have a follow-up, or I can close?
Yeah, I word on Mohun Bagan, coach. Like tomorrow's opponents, they are known to be quite good in defense, and how do you plan to breach their defense? Because last time you drew goalless against them, and your players have not been able to score against 10 man in Bengal. So against a more organized defense, how do you plan to breach that?
It will be a completely different game, and you see that. Just back to your question, we was not capable to bridge the defense from a team which one plays with 10 men. I can tell you, I saw in ISL a game in which one the 10 men he win against a good team also his game. That means it's not always the number of the players in the pitch give you, let's say, the insurance and the evidence that who is less he will lose, and the more he will win. So generally, I think ATK it's a team who stay very stable. He don't consider too many goals. He play also a very good counter-attack football. He have also 2, 3, even 4 very offensive, good players who can change the game. So in this case, I think the game development will be complete different from the last game against East Bengal, because also in this case it will be the psychological aspect will show how is ATK in which direction he want to go. I know also that he have mostly one direction, to be stable and hurt the opponent. So our tactic will be also definitely let's say different than against East Bengal. And also we change maybe some other players, fresh legs, which one, because after 2 days or 3 days we have to take definitely this, we have to face this game. So in this case, I think also that it will be completely different in the tactical way, also in the offense, and hopefully I don't have to change nothing in the defense, that we can stay stable, and after the game we see how is the result, and we have to play also for results. It's not just about to play a game, we have to think about the result.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Okay.
We're out of time, unfortunately. We'll have to wrap up here, Coach. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, everyone, for joining up. And we'll see you before the next game. Thank you. Isa, we can end the call.
Good day, guys. Thank you.
Good day, Coach. Thank you.